first off, I am incredibly proud of each and every one of you. I've spoken with you individually throughout the training, and I know how much you put into this, and I know how it was sometimes very difficult to come to class, but you guys showed up every day. If you didn't show up, you made up your classes, like you did what it took to complete this program, and this is a hard program. We had someone visit our class recently that has an MBA, and he said from the classes that classes felt like his graduate classes, and they felt like his honors classes, where you really get into the material that you're going to be practicing, and you get to express your creativity, and you get to demonstrate your intelligence. And all of you have demonstrated your intelligence and your skill and your passion, and that's been incredibly, and your kindness, and that's been incredibly inspiring. So it's been an honor to be able to work with you, and I appreciate your patience with me and my sometimes intensity. You guys have all been amazing and kind about that as well. And my life has been touched for the better by your presence, and I know that you're going to touch many lives for the better because of your presence, your intelligence, your skill, your touch, and the intuition that you all have. You had that before you even came into the program, but I've seen it grow in the last year, and I'm deeply proud of you. So I would like for all of us to just take a moment and close your eyes, if you're willing to, and just notice your breathing for a moment. Notice your inhale, your exhale, and then begin to move your attention to how you're feeling psychologically. Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling tension? Are you feeling relaxed? Are you feeling happy? Are you having thoughts that are worrying you? Whatever you feel, just notice it without adding to it, but just simply observing. And then begin to notice the left side of your body, noticing any areas where you have tension or areas that feel heavier than the right side, but also noticing any lightness, anything that feels just good, normal, healthy. And then notice the right side as well. And then allow yourself to begin to focus your breathing into your abdomen. So we're getting our diaphragms to push down and push our belly out as we breathe in. And as we exhale, our belly should come back in. Really using our breath properly to send a signal to our brain that we're relaxed, that we're safe, that we're comfortable, that we're present. So just continue that breath for a little bit deep into the abdomen. Breathing in through your nose, and then exhaling through your mouth. And now check in with how you're feeling. See if you feel just a little bit healthier, just a little bit more calm, just a little bit more relaxed and present. And also, while you were observing yourself, you were able to see what was going on with you individually. So when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. So one of our core foundational principles at Zion Massage College is that we value and treat each client that we work on. So that's all of you and all the people whose lives and whose health these graduates will literally and figuratively touch. So we value the individuality of each person. When I was a new graduate from massage therapy school, this is 20 plus years ago, I wasn't that well trained. I wasn't very well trained. And soon after graduating, I went through a personal tragedy, and I began to develop severe pain that ran down my arm. It just radiated down my arm. And I was working on a lot of clients at the time that had things like fibromyalgia, and they had chronic fatigue syndrome. And I'd noticed how some of their doctors had treated them like they were crazy, you know? And so not being well trained and not realizing that this was going to coincide with emotion, because when you have an emotion in your body, when you have an emotion, you're going to have a physical response. So you're going to have tension. So that alone can create nerve impingement, can create tightness, when you hold that, just from that reaction. So my body was doing that, and it's in when you have the arm pain, it's usually cervical region. So it's usually like in your neck, and it's just a pinched nerve, but I didn't know that. And so I went to a massage therapist to get work, and the massage therapist, she was really bugged that I wanted work in a specific area. She wanted to go about her routine, and she just wanted to do her massage as usual. And I went to many therapists, and I went to physical therapists, and I, for some reason, couldn't get help. Because for all of you, this is basic, right? You all would know what to do. And so this was an amazing experience for me, truly, because it helped me to start studying and really investigating where and how I could heal this pain. And I eventually, within short order, within 6 months, I started studying Eastern bodywork. So I was over in China and Thailand. I began studying in India, and that was my kind of life's journey. And I was able to heal the pain through massage and also through meditation. And so with Zion Massage College, we blend Western medical techniques with Eastern philosophy. And we've seen that in our culture now, we blend Western medical techniques with traditional medicine as well. The very best MDs and physicians that we have are blending both at this point, and really understand the connection between mind and body, how our psychology affects our physical health, and that this isn't a psychological problem, it's both. It's oftentimes both. So I finally found help through through meditation and also massage. And I began to see that massage is meditation. When it is used in its best form, we're taking our clients part by part, piece by piece, through their own body, and we're showing them where they're holding this physical pain. And many times it's releasing that emotional pain, And so, because you just soften it, you quit sending that signal to your brain that something's not okay from that tension. So, as I began to experience that and feel that massage was a meditation, it really made a lot of sense. And again, to this group, this is just they all know it, This isn't a big epiphany. This is something that they just know and embrace and know how to apply. But for me, this was a big epiphany at the time. And so really learning that pain could go away, that my psychology could improve, was a very powerful message. So I wrote down, I have a letter for each of you, and it centers around this core principle that each client is an individual with individual needs. And then our smaller principles or sub-principles are things like it's important to listen to your client so you can identify those needs, and to really communicate with your client so that you are caring for their psychology and not just what you think they need. Because if we don't have the buy-in from their psychology, they're going to fight against us. And if we have tension in our client's body, we're not going to be able to allow them to soften and release and be able to heal. That will always win out. Whenever you push against something and fight against something, it always wins out over any type of help that you give. You're only able to truly help someone when they soften, when they have buy-in, when you communicate with them in the right way. And these graduates know how to communicate with the individual in the right way. So, and then using precision. So this is vitally important, that we actually find the areas that are tense, that we actually, if our client says they have neck pain, that we actually palpate, we feel, and we identify where there's tension in that specific area, and that we spend time holding that area and working with that area to help the client's mind be able to feel that pain in a healthy way and begin to soften. It's so vital and so key. A lot of the things that they use in psychology would be the same principles that we would use, but with touch and with massage. That if you have pain and you're freaking out about your pain and and you can't handle it and it's traumatic and you're reliving it in this awful way, you're going to wire new neurons that will reinforce that pain, right? But if you see your pain and you have hope and you really feel it, and you're able to progressively soften to that pain, then you begin to truly let that go, and truly feel better. And so you all know how to do that. It's really amazing. So in addition to precision, it's important that our graduates, that our therapists, know how to use their intuition, to blend this precision with intuition, because so much of our communication is nonverbal. When we feel connected to each other, that oftentimes is not because of words, it's because we feel it. And there's probably little tiny movements and things that maybe we haven't even identified yet that are nonverbal communication that tell us when something is authentic, when someone is speaking from the heart, when someone needs something, or in our massage, what we really need to do next. And that comes from allowing ourselves to be in a space that's meditative and to practice using our intuition, like any other skill. Y'all know how to do that. And then support your massage movements with your entire structure. So in the program, the students learn to move in a way that supports their entire body. If you were to do massage like this or busy like that, it would be very hard on your muscles. You'd tighten your neck, you'd have injury very fast. And so it's important that our graduates know how to use their entire body and move as an entire unit. So this is very Tai Chi-like, Qigong, yoga-like movements. And the amazing thing is that part of that is they're learning to not use force on their client, to get very, very deep. But the deeper they go, the more they relax. And when they do that, the client feels that. It's an amazing massage when someone does that. And it's because it sends that nonverbal communication, that signal, that you are not fighting their body, but you're there supporting their body. And it becomes like a dance, and it becomes a free flowing of energy, and it really helps the person be able to soften and to be able to buy in to the treatment. And you all know how to do that, which is amazing. So I'm checking off my list, and you guys, I have total faith in you, and I know that you get all of these concepts. So then massage is applied meditation. I've spoken about that, but it's really true. By meditation, I mean that you are able to focus on something and have what's called, in China it's called conserving qi. In our culture it's called probably flow. But you're in this space where you really are just doing the work. You're not trying to do anything, you're not forcing any outcome, you're definitely working where they want you to work, but you're also just completely present. Time goes by so fast in this space, and it is where the deepest healing work is done. And I've seen all of you work in that way. And then, just two more. Everyone deserves to experience healthy, safe, and healing touch. So this is also a vitally important principle. We work with people who have a lot of different touch histories. Some people have only experienced violent touch or sexual touch, and that's all they've experienced their entire life. And so one of our jobs is really teaching people what safe, healthy touch is and what therapeutic touch is. And so it's important that our graduates know how to teach that and know how to have the right vocabulary and know how to work with people so that they feel safe and so that they are able to truly get the healing that all of us need. We all have these bodies, they all need maintenance, we all have our psychology that we have to work with, and I believe life is about learning. And so one of your greatest roles is as teachers. And I know that you all know how to do that. Makes me so happy. And then finally, Everett spoke about this, and this is really key, that you engage in self-care practices every day. That not only do you go and get massaged, but you also do things that you just enjoy and that you're passionate about, that you nurture your mind and your intellectual curiosity, that you follow your passions, that you have strong, healthy relationships, that you truly have a balanced life. Because as practitioners of healing, it is important for us to be healthy ourselves. It's important because I love all of you and I want you to be healthy, but it's also important because if we are not healthy, then we won't be able to demonstrate that through our nonverbal communication, right? we won't be able to help others achieve that in their lives. These are our school's core principles, so I included this paper in each of your little folders that you're going to get. And then, well, actually Christina did, but I didn't know. So then I put them in these little boxes that we're going to give to each of you. So I have for each of you, and Christina does too, these are from all of us. But this is just reminders, you guys can grab one when you walk up here. But they have chakra candles, so it's either heart or it's going to be a pure eye for intuition. And then I have some healthy probiotic chocolate, so you guys can remember to have good gut health, and trust your gut. And then I have some little necklaces, they're amulets from Thailand, from some of my friends, they're monks that bless them for you, with you specifically in mind. And they are just for good luck and for protection. And then I have the core principles that you've learned this year. And then we have all of our good wishes and absolute trust and faith in you. Thank you for trusting us, and thank you for being part of this program. And thank you for your willingness to go and do such good things in life. I have so much respect for every single